Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly winery update. I'm Amanda. Thank you so much for joining me. First things first, let me hear what you have in your glass. Hopefully, you have something delicious like I do. I am sipping on some middle of the road Marquette, switching up a little bit. And I'm drinking out of one of my new favorite glasses. This was a Christmas gift from Christian. It says, I don't give a sip. And the great thing about this wine glass, although it looks like it's barely full, it that's because it can hold an entire bottle of wine. So I just have a normal actual glass of wine in it. So that is why it looks kind of empty, because it's actually large enough to hold an entire bottle of wine. So if you guys are drinking something good, let me know in the comments here. Laura's keeping it non-alc. She's drinking Sprite Zero. That's always a good option. I like it. I was in the mood for red. I had some rosé earlier, not gonna lie. So for my next round here, for this glass, I wanted to have some red wine. It's in the mood. All right, we have so much to talk about. Oh, it's been a busy March. Too busy, but that's okay. Can't complain about being too busy, I suppose. So we have a new wine of the month. I know a lot of people have been giving amazing feedback on how much they love it. If you haven't tried it yet, definitely come in sooner than later. I think this is going to be one of those wines where at the end of the month, there might not be any left for non-herd members. I hate to say it, but it's going fast. So the wine is called Limonata Rosa, which is Italian for pink lemonade. It is just the perfect spring and summer wine, and it is a raspberry lemon wine. So it's kind of inspired by limoncello, if you've ever had that. That's a popular drink in Italy, hence the Italian kind of name. But then we added in the raspberry because we were making raspberry lemonade cocktails last summer and fall that were a huge hit. And so that was the real inspiration behind the Limonata Rosa, was the raspberry lemonade that we were making last year. Laura says it's really good. Trust Laura. She has a great palate, and she's part of our official taste testing crew. So come on in this weekend and try our new Limonata Rosa. And then after you do a tasting and or a glass of that, you can try the drink that I am super excited for, which is the Lucky Leprechaun. Not that I'm not excited for Limonata Rosa, that I think hope we've established, but this one I'm honestly more excited about because it is glittery and it has one of my favorite wines in it, which is Itasca. And then we've got ginger beer, lime juice, and caramel or green apple. I'm so used to saying caramel apple from the fall collection. It has green apple though. So this is definitely a more tart cocktail with the green apple and the lime juice and the ginger beer. All those things are more on the tart side. Plus we have Itasca, which is a dry wine. So it still has that sweetness to it. And I know some people that are definitely more on the sweet wine drinking spectrum have asked to get Sprite instead of ginger beer. So keep that in mind. If you aren't like me, like I could just eat a lime. I love tart. And so I love this drink. But if you are somebody who's on the sweeter side, maybe a suggestion would be instead of ginger beer to do Sprite. Otherwise, just try it. It's refreshing too. So, and we've got the glitter in there. It's so fun. So the Lucky Leprechaun is our March cocktail of the month. That's gonna be going the whole month of March. And so that's our wine and cocktail of the month. Now, if you've been around a while, you know what other big exciting thing we have going on here in March. And that is the bottle bracket tournament. So this year we do have a brand new bracket. So make sure to check it out and fill out who you think the winners will be. Get your brackets in by next week, March 13th. And so we have links available on our Facebook page and our website where you can go in and download this, and you can either email it to us, or we do have these printed out at the winery too. So when you come on in to try that lucky leprechaun, you can grab a copy of this and fill out your bracket while you drink your wine cocktail. And then just make sure to put your name and email address. And then also don't forget to take a picture of it for your own record. So if you fill it out at the winery and leave it with us, I highly recommend taking a photo of it so you have record of your choices. So that's my number one tip for the bottle bracket tournament. We do have a few wines I will point out that have not been in the tournament before, and those are Rainy Day Rosé and Black Diamond, as well as the Frontenac Trio, which is a new one, and Crazy Crancord. So those are all brand new to the tournament, but I can tell you some of those were very highly requested to be in the tournament in previous years. So we've got some new faces to the party here, but if you guys like I said, either email it to us, grab the link from the event, download it, fill it out, or I think the best way is to just come on into the winery, fill it out there. That way you can enjoy a glass of wine or cocktail while you fill it out. And then, oh no, Laura says she forgot to take a picture of hers. Well, Laura, I got your back. We'll try to get you a photo of yours tomorrow. Because so the important thing is how this bracket works is you fill it right now, you fill out your bracket. Then starting March 14th, all brackets have to be in the day before, because then March 14th, the tournament starts, and the tournament is on Facebook. And so how it works is the games are we post photos of the two different wines that are up against each other, and then you comment. So for the first game, it's Sunday Funday versus Cranberry. So then you comment and say that you want Sunday Funday to win. And so if you turned in a bracket and you have Cranberry as the winner, then you're going to want to share the post and say vote for Cranberry, because then that's going to help you win too. And then we also do some fun prizes for people who vote throughout the different days. So even if you don't end up getting a bracket turned in for some crazy reason, you can definitely still participate just in like the voting part of it, and there'll be separate prizes for everybody who votes as well, or there'll be chances for prizes for anybody who votes. So the best way to maximize your chances of winning and getting some fun prizes would be to fill out a bracket and vote, and encourage other people to vote for your winning wines. It's such a good time. This is one of my favorite things we do every year. So bottle bracket tournament, get your brackets in as soon as possible. All right, we had an amazing, and I mean amazing, turnout for our Girl Scout cookie and wine pairing tonight. And so stay tuned. We're going to do another date because it was a packed house. And so we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity, because who doesn't want cookies and wine? So stay tuned. Thank you to everyone who joined us tonight for this one. And if you weren't there, or even if you were and you're like, I need more of this in my life, stay tuned. There will be another date coming up here very soon, and you'll be able to come and enjoy Girl Scout cookies and wine again. So that was tonight's event. Tomorrow night, we have our monthly book club meeting. This month, the book club is reading The Witching Hour by Anne Rice. Now, I know a lot of times when we're talking about book club and it's the next day, because it's always on Thursday at 6 p.m. On Wednesday, I'll be like, oh, quick, power read. This book is over 1,000 pages. So if you haven't started it by now, there's probably going to be some spoiler alerts tomorrow, because unless you are some kind of super speed reader, chances are you're not going to be able to read this book in time to join us tomorrow. So hopefully you've already started reading it. Otherwise, stay tuned for our April book club date. Tomorrow night they're discussing The Witching Hour by Anne Rice, which I've heard it is a page turner. It's a good book. There's just 1,000 pages to it, so it takes a minute to read it. Okay, so we've got book club on Thursday. Then on Friday, we're back at it with Wino Bingo. So that is this Friday, March 10th, and then the next Friday would be the 24th. This month for March, we have our friends from the Milton Area Youth Coalition coming to call Wino Bingo. I know we have had them to the winery for Wino Bingo multiple times. They always bring a great fun crowd and have some good expert Wino Bingo callers in their midst. So we are excited to have the Milton Area Youth Coalition coming back, or Youth Center, sorry. I'm on a roll here. So the Milton Area Youth Center, they host a variety of activities for youth in the Milton area, and you'll have to come and hear directly from them on Friday, all the other exciting things that they do. Okay, so we've got that going on Friday night. Then on Saturday, if you don't have tickets, I have bad news for you. You're going to have to come just between 11 and 7. It's regular business as usual, good times, tasting wines, and etc. from 11 to 7. Then after hours, the doors close at 7 and they reopen for another murder mystery night. I tell you, these murder mystery dinners are crazy. They are so much fun. So we have the Schitt's Creek murder mystery this Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. And unfortunately, this one is currently sold out, but stay tuned. I've got some exciting news for you here in a little bit. So stay tuned for that. But this Saturday, the murder mystery dinner is sold out. Then more bad news. If you don't already have tickets, on Sunday, we have a paint and sip that is also sold out. So it's kind of like we need more space. I don't know. I wish I could come up with some sort of solution for that, but for right now, we are working with what we have, and so unfortunately, both the murder mystery and paint and sip for this weekend are sold out. So stay tuned for more details here on those, and we'll start running through some of the other fun March events that we have coming up, as well as maybe another murder mystery. Save the date. Okay, so we've got bingo this week, which means we have trivia next week. And this is a trivia we have been dying to do for, I feel like, years. It's been a minute. Like, we have been planning some Disney trivia for forever. So we are so excited. Next Friday, March 17th, St. Patty's Day, we are going to be hosting our first ever Disney trivia. I feel like we haven't really advertised it for this time, so it might not be fair to do it this time, but I feel like next time we do Disney trivia, we need to make it a costume contest too, because it's always so fun when we do Halloween trivia and costume contests. And with Disney, there are so many costume options. People could go all out getting dressed up as their favorite Disney characters. So I will just say it's encouraged this time. We're not going to like do an official competition of the costumes, but I would say it's very highly encouraged to dress up in your Disney swag for Disney Trivia Night next Friday. That's gonna be at 6 p.m. I I love Disney, but I am by no means an expert. So I feel like I would need some pretty good teammates to carry my team. I One of my best friends from college is beyond obsessed with Disney. So next time we have this, I'm going to make her drive her butt down from Minnesota and come play on my team and help me out because I know she would be much better at this than I am. But I am guessing there's going to be a lot of big Disney fans coming out for Disney trivia next Friday. Okay, another event that we have new next weekend is the improv show, Steadily Improving. It's going to be their first of hopefully many shows at the winery. And so that's going to be after hours at 7:30. This the tickets have definitely been selling for this. I don't believe it's sold out yet, but this kind of stuff like the comedy nights, etc., always sell out. So if you are interested, I would get your tickets to this sooner rather than later because like I said, I we every time we get like an online ticket order, it prints out a little ticket for us in the back office area, and we usually just toss them. Like it's just kind of like, oh yeah, oh good, we sold some improv show tickets. I didn't get that. Could you try again? Siri trying to steal the show. So I can't tell you how many of the improv show tickets I have been tossing. So I know that it's got to be getting to like low ticket status for sure. So make sure if you know you want to come next weekend for the improv show, get those tickets sooner rather than later. So we have that coming up next weekend. And then also next weekend, we're doing an herb planting on March 19th. So this is again with Geski's Gardens. And I'm excited. So we have done a couple of succulent plantings with them, and it has been a big success. But someone requested an herb planting, and I am really excited that they did because personally, I love succulents. They're cool. Supposedly they say they're hard to kill. I have yet to see proof of that in my plant plethora here, but herbs are definitely my jam. Like cilantro, I could put that on anything and everything. Basil, love that. Chives, mint for mojitos. I love it. So this is my jam, the herb planting. You will likely see me there planting away, creating everything I need for a fun spring and summer of cocktails and delicious food to go with it. So we have that. Tickets are still available. Again, this is another one that sells out pretty quickly. So grab those tickets sooner than later. Okay, coming up. So I kind of teased it. Save the date. If the tickets aren't already live, they will be very, very soon. We are going to be doing another Schitt's Creek Murder Mystery Dinner on March 25th. So we've received multiple messages of people asking us to do a second night of the Schitt's Creek theme one. So March 25th is going to be that date. We managed to squeeze it in for March 25th at 7:30 p.m. Again, if the tickets aren't live yet, they will be very, very soon. So stay tuned, save that date, and hopefully if you were unable to get tickets to the one that we have this weekend and you're a big Schitt's Creek fan and or murder mystery fan, then hopefully you can come and join us on the 25th. It's going to be a good time. I love the TV show Schitt's Creek, so I'm really excited for the dinner. Okay, so that's the save the date for that. Then something else I am very excited to be having back again. Starting March 26th, our live music will be kicking off. Now, this isn't the starting date of it being every single Sunday. We're going to kind of ease into it. But on Sunday, March 26th from 2 to 4, our dear friend Brooke Nunn will be coming back and rocking the winery. Chances are this is going to be an inside show because March weather can be real tricky, but maybe Mother Nature will shine upon us and give us a gorgeous 60 some degrees sunny day where we can enjoy this outside. But chances are it's going to be indoors. So, Brooke is going to be coming on Sunday, March 26th and kicking off our 2023 music lineup. So, come and join us then for that. I guess this would be the other reason it might not be on the patio and will be inside is because the domes will be on the patio through the end of March. So dome reservations are still available just through the end of March. So heads up there. We've got those going on. I do have a little bit of a construction update. Today I was in my decision overload. I did manage to make a few decisions. It's kind of been like, I don't want to say crunch time, but a little bit of crunch time with the building. I've been having to make some major decisions and making sure things are moving along like they should be. And this is my little Canva mock-up of what our front doors are going to look like. And I really could you guys use your help here, audience, because this is a little bit of a marital debate. I know I don't usually get you guys involved in my personal my marriage drama, but so with the doors, this is like a mock-up of the front doors to the new winery. And we have antler door handles that I am so stoked for. But so the marital debate is the ones that are shown in this mock-up are elk antlers. However, my husband, the real hunter, thinks that since we are in Wisconsin, that we should use deer antlers rather than elk. And if you are like a lot of people and you don't really know the difference, deer antlers are smaller. So they won't be as like long. They're a little bit more like the antlers that are on our logo are deer antlers, for example. So the, what do you guys think? Elk antlers because they're more dramatic and larger, or do we stick to our Wisconsin roots and go with some deer antlers, like maybe even specifically a Wisconsin deer antlers? Either way, I'm so excited. I think these front doors are going to be amazing, and they're they're going to have these super cool handles. So when you go to open the winery, you're immediately just like feeling like you're part of the full experience of Timber Hill, I guess. But yeah, we've got that decided. Siding is finalized as of today. I'm working on the flooring for the loft area. Some of the other stuff I've got to start picking out is lighting, final bar design. Like I said, I'm having a little bit of decision overload because there are so many choices and decisions that need to be made. And as exciting as it is, there's a lot going on. So you guys help me out. What do you think? Elk antlers or deer antlers for the door handles? Either way, I know no matter what, it's going to look great. But maybe, maybe Matt's right for once. We'll see. Oh boy. All right. Well, it's been a crazy week. Last weekend We had our lip sync battle. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our patrons who joined us there. And thank you to everyone who made a donation towards Project 1649. I can't believe that for the lip sync battle, Project 1649 raised over $60,000. That is amazing. So thank you again to everyone who donated, joined us at the event. It was definitely one of my new top 5 favorite events. I'm already, no joke, already planning what like songs and different like theme, etc., that we can do for next year. It was such a good time, and so I highly recommend coming and joining us next year if you weren't able to make it this year. Get that date on your calendar and join us because it was so fun. There were a couple different organizations that participated and other businesses. The festival grocery store in Janesville had a team and they won like the crowd award. Uh, you're just going to have to go to Project 1649's website and check out the different videos of the different teams. We'll see. I know there were quite a few people that taped ours, so either one of those tapings or if Project 1649 puts out their like more professionally taped version, we're going to have to put that up on our page and share it with all of you, as long as you promise not to judge some people's dancing skills. We'll post that so you guys can all check it out. But what a great event. I'm so honored that we were able to be a part of it, and really looking forward to doing that again next year. And yeah, so it was a great weekend with just the winery and having that event. And so now this weekend, I'm ready to just have like a normal winery weekend. But then we also got the murder mystery, so it's just never ending fun, guys. Never ending. All right, that's all I got for tonight. My giant wine glass is missing me, so I'm gonna go tend to this and the pups, and hopefully I will see you guys all at the winery or out and about in the next week or so here. So cheers to a great March. Thank you. Cheers, guys.